Hey guys, welcome back to Studio 44. Phil Sherman here with nothing fancy today. I have about 15 stadiums ready to go. One of them was created by myself that you've already seen, but I made a lot of changes to it, and I'm really happy with the changes. So I'm going to throw that one in here. I also have one stadium from the vault that I found myself, and if I run into any more, I'll add them. So we're starting out with 15. We'll see where it goes from there. Let's check out some stadiums. Well, it turns out first in the queue is that stadium that I happen to find in the vault. I remember now finding it while I was recording the last video and writing it down for the next. So here is Throwback. It's in the Bronx, New York City, has an altitude of 2,500 feet, built in 2023. And I remember seeing the thumbnail and really digging it. Right field, you got a bleacher section with a low brick wall, but then, what is this? Is this a scoreboard? Yep, it's this scoreboard flipped around. Okay, cool. Making a nice big wall where you have the strikeout-o-meter and the mini scoreboard and the out-of-town scoreboard. Hosting a little bleacher section, retired numbers up on top. Looks like all Yankee retired numbers without the single digits. Signal digits. Ooh, I like this little plant area in here, this garden area with some overhang thingies and some fountains and some benches and tables, a little walkway bridge type thing. Awesome. Pretty standard around and behind, using old school stands. Oh, he made like a little entrance right here. Cool. And then over in left, oh, here's the single digits. Well, up to 15 anyway. Same type of wall. Hosting the bleachers with the same scoreboards. Then it says New York Yankees. I looked through his vault. He has other stadiums that look like they're Yankee based. So he's a fellow fan, it looks like. Yeah, it's been about a week now since I knew the Yankees were out of it. So, oh well, everyone keeps talking about that inning. Oh, such a bad inning, such a bad inning. Well, they let their fans down. No, they let their fans down way before that. I stopped watching Monday. Once the series is down 3-0, this thing is over. Only one team in all of sports has ever done it, and it happened against the Yankees. So, yeah, it was over. I love how the street is really close to the stadium. Again, I can't get myself to do it. Even in this newest build I have, it's parallel to the home run wall. And he didn't do that here, and it looks really good. You got some rocks and trees and such right here. And then, oh, look at this. Man, he's got the telephone poles and the lights. Great little neighborhood. Some Wrigley-type buildings out here who were set up to have fans watch the game from the roofs. Lights behind those buildings. Awesome. And then there's a nice bridge. Fantastic. Quirky dimensions. You know I like my quirky dimensions. Yeah, I thought it was cool. So when I saw it, I had to throw it in the queue because I thought it was a nice little stadium. Oh, Sans? Okay. Fantastic. I don't think I said it when I signed on. This is Riri 8. Of course, it's been in the corner the whole time. I'm sure I put it up in post right there. Yeah, Riri 8. I hope you find the channel, and I hope you like the video. Okay, this is the first stadium to ever really, really confuse me. I could have swore I've seen this stadium before. I don't know if I showcased it on like a live stream. I'm going up and down in my queue to see if I've ever showed it before. I can't find it. I looked through a couple videos. We're going to stay in New York. This is Alien Park, New York, New York. Altitude of 33 feet, built in 2024. Comes to us from CJ Lightning. Maybe they're similar things, but I swear I remember the aliens holding up the luxury seats. Cool idea. And then back here, I remember seeing the globes, and they're from the Royals scoreboard. So help me out here, fellas. Where have I seen this before? Has Sewell showcased the stadium? CJ Lightning. Did I show this on a live stream or something? You got a bunch of construction going on in the background, which is cool. Lots of rubble. And then there's some more buildings in the back. Some buildings hugged up right next to the stadium. Closed off excellently with this building over here, the brick building. A big, huge concourse or deck or patio looking over the field under the Field View Steakhouse. Yum. I like this little concourse out here. I like this concourse out here where you can go underneath. See, I thought I remember that too. Help me out here, guys. I'm so embarrassed that I can't remember where I've seen the stadium. Maybe I saw one extremely close to it, but I remember the water being out here too with the bridge. It's a great stadium. CJ Lightning in the note says this is his 4th park. He submitted the Blue Mountain View Park with the arches, the squared off arches because you can't round them. I stamped the stadium. It was a great stadium. This has the Detroit Tigers batter's eye with the decks pretty much connected right to it. The little camera wells right here covered by the easy ups. Yeah, it's a great little stadium. But you guys got to help me out. Where have I seen this one before? Did Sewell show it? Did I show it on a live stream? CJ Lightning, you can help me out here too. I apologize. I know I've seen it's the globes. That's the one that gets me the most. The globes out here and the aliens holding up the luxury seats. So help me out, fellas. It's a great stadium. It's just driving me crazy that I feel like I've seen it before. Maybe I haven't because I don't recognize this. This is cool. I like that this is above field level and it goes right out to the water. That's really cool. And then the rubble's out there as well. Yeah, it's a fun little stadium. It's fairly simple, but a cool concept. And with the water coming right up, you don't see the water come up this close and not like be home runnable. It's probably not the right phrase for that, but let's flip that light switch real quick. Yeah, looks great under the lights. CJ Lightning, 31. Great stadium. Says it's his 4th one. Again, we already saw Blue Mountain View Park, and I love that one. So, my apologies, guys, for being so... Usually I can figure out where I've seen the stadium before or, that I've shown it twice, but this one is just... It's leaving my mind somehow, so... We're going to move on. It's a great park. Thank you, CJ Lightning,
After
31.
a couple stadiums in New York, we're going to head to Midtown, USA. The stadium has an altitude of 750 feet, built in 2023. The stadium is called Recreated Park, and it was recreated by Braves fan 11/22/96. Now, I think he said this was a stadium that he created in the past and then went through and added some things. You can tell if it was created in the 23 version of the game, he added standing room only fans on this big concourse back here. Nice big scoreboard in the back with some concessions in the bathrooms. Apartment building overlooking the stadium. I like the signs on the scoreboard or the light towers. Huge concourse behind the batter's eye. Looks great. Faced off with the other side of... Oh, he boxed him in. Oh, no, that's concourse. Nice. I thought that was the one concession prop that a lot of people use. No, that looks really cool. This one, I thought it was this one. Because a lot of people turn that around because it has the trim. Very nice indeed with the batting cages, and people are all over the place, and there's a stage behind. A glove. Playground. Excellent. More of the same in left. Restaurants, bathrooms. Big scoreboard, a building overlooking. And then standard around and behind. Uses the white from the brick fence to go over the home run fence. Puts his distances in the walls as always. That's the first thing that needs to come to stadium creator mode if you ask me. I would be more happy with that than
bullpens off the field, to be honest. Although that's a very close second. A couple custom entrances into the ballpark and a big parking lot behind and a little river with some housing right across the river. Very nice indeed, Braves fan. Let's flip that light switch. Looks gorgeous, as always very clean. A job well done from Braves fan 11/22/96. Now we're going down south. We're going to Florida for Fort Myers Beach Stadium version 2. Ben Dover, or JLT Sports, gave us this stadium. It's located in Florida, has an altitude of 10 feet, built in 2016. He said in the notes that he threw in a little bit of Western New York into Florida. And there you can see you got the garbage plate, bar and grill, and a canoe. People in line to get into this other field back here, a la his first stadium. I remember he had a stadium on a little island, right? Big mountains in the back. Docks over here down the third base line of the secondary field. Lazy river, nice big scoreboard. A cool fan tower. 3 of them, actually. Over here and right, just past. The glove's got a canoe in it. That's fun. Another double layered lazy river. Always fun. Fun. Water slides behind here with some batting cages, or one batting cage, I guess I should say. Oh, wow. I never realized that they were like slanted like that in the back of those lights. Burgers. I like how he kind of closed off the batter's eye. That's cool. Pool out here with the canoe party deck. Very nice. And pretty standard around behind. Looking very nice. What else we got going on over here? Big parking lot, hotels, churches. There's that apartment building. Very nice. Bend over. Turning on the lights. Looks pretty cool. Definitely like the canoe party deck. And all this going on over here. Garbage plate, bar, and grill. Now, is there more Western New York? That's all I'm really seeing is the garbage plates. But man, do I love me a garbage plate. When was the last time I had a garbage plate? Oh, he's got concessions tucked out underneath here too. The structure looks good. Bend over, JLT Sports. Very, very nice. Some fun ideas in here for sure. Looks good at night. Well done, man. Appreciate it. I've heard there is a place down in Florida that actually does have garbage plates. You don't see them much other than Rochester. I think there's one downtown in Buffalo. I'm not sure if there's any in Syracuse. But I did hear in Florida somebody from Rochester moved down there and opened a spot. But, yeah, it's good to see garbage plates getting some love. They're so good. All right, buddy, thanks a lot for the submission. Look forward to seeing more from you soon. This is a stadium I got to take a quick peek at while Sewell is streaming it. This is Garden State Park. It's in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Has an altitude of 1,500 feet, built in 2024, and it was submitted by Fresh One X. Seems like it's been a while since we've seen one from you, buddy, but I remember liking what I saw. Man, I love this custom luxury seating area. Fantastic.
Mixing in all these different props to kind of line up above those windows. Really cool. Cutting off, yeah, plaza level seating, and then putting bleachers on top of that with the stairs bringing you down. More restaurants. Excellent. Standing room only spot here and up here. You got the sculpture, the overhang building in right center with the window sticking out. Cool. It's got the new batter's eye. Another bleacher section. I like this one part that jolts down. Water between the home run fence and these. Got a water fountain back here as well. Waterfall, water fountain. Excellent. Now that's the best I've seen a waterfall hidden. That's fantastic. Using the grass and the fountain combination, great idea. Oh, there's a dog here. Okay. There's a couple dogs. All right. Bark in the park. A newsstand here, too. The bleachers go up and behind, and then there's 2 layers on top of that. Fantastic. Definitely not standard around and behind. Very nice over here down the line. In the first base line. Down here on the first base line. Home of the Pit Bulls. Wow. Bunch of bleachers and windows and luxury box type things. Fan-freaking-tastic. And you got another little garden slash courtyard slash plaza slash concourse. So good. Fresh 1X. If you care to enter, perhaps this is your Stadium of the Year candidate. Here's your stamp. Nice job. Yeah, like I said, I just caught a glimpse of it when you streamed it on Sewell's when he was doing it live the other day. Fantastic. A couple big scoreboards, the sculpture right in dead center. Now that I've pulled it back, that fountain is one of the best I've seen. I love the way you hit it with the ivory and this guy. I may do that myself in the future. That's a great look. And then using trees on the other side. Very, very nice. Blammo. Fresh 1X. Nice job, man. Retractable Park is up next. It's in Void City, USA. Has an altitude of 3,000 feet, built in 2024. Comes to us from Jason, 43950. Right field, usually where I start out in each stadium. I love the fountain. Looking cool with the restaurants and little deck right on it. Well, I guess this is all part of the same prop, too. And there's a canoe. Another good idea to hide the front of the waterfall, the stone. I like the plants. Another good touch. Those plants are expensive, though. I remember early versions of the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino. I had those plants, and it killed my memory. As soon as I got rid of them, it brought things back. Using the dinosaur sign to close off the front. Cool idea. You got a hill to the left of the batter's eye. Stacked bleacher seating in left with standing room only tables in front of the top layer of bleachers. Nice. That whole section looks really good. Excellent job on the brick concourse over here, too. That's cool. See, I like how you go brick and the same as the bottom on it. That just looks so good. Because the brick comes and then wraps around, and then this matches down here. It's cool. It's a cool little pattern, I guess you'd call it. The crooked stairs. Excellent work. Fairly standard around and behind. Although you do have 2 layers of luxury seats on each side. Definitely has a retractable roof look. Lights are kind of doubling as windows. Over here using the entry gates as windows. And you got the big steakhouse out here with a scoreboard on it. And the Hit It Here Cafe. Very fun. I like this building. Oh, put the singers on top. Smart. Oh, and trees. That's a cool touch, too. Nice. And kind of, their own or bathrooms, I guess, attached to. A couple benches out here and concessions. Very, very nice, sir. Jason, 43,950. Oh, and you got a little playground down here with people watching through windows in the walls. Trying to get a elevated view so we can turn the lights on. Yeah, the Singers is always a nice touch when you can get it in there because of the way it's lit up. Great view for behind home plate. Definitely worthy of that stamp. I bet this stadium's fun to play in. I can imagine that looking really cool when you're hitting. Nice work, Jason. Beautiful ballpark. Yeah, a lot of detail. A lot of fun little quirks, and like this left field is outstanding. Okay, I can almost make that a thumbnail. Nice work, sir. Thank you for sending it my way so I could share it with the community. Toot Ballpark is up next. It's in Anywhere, USA. Has an altitude of 100 feet. Built in 2024. Comes to us from Shays 2525. Says it's a fictional minor league stadium. A new ballpark in an older neighborhood. So let's take a look. Says he wishes he had more memory. This is great. Yeah, this looks like it could be like a single A or double A. Oh, I like the playground up on top. Very clean. Basketball hoops and tennis courts inside. Wiffle ball field inside. 2 wiffle ball fields inside. Now we're talking. I like the custom grass areas. And the entry gates. Little restaurant in left field. Singers inside the home run fence. Very fun. What's under here? Anything? Oh, there's a team store built right in. Man, my camera's just whipping around. Yeah, you got some older buildings for sure. Looks cool. Very standard around and behind as far as minor leaguers go. Oh, there's a little stair section right in the middle here, too, so you can get underneath. Yeah, a little protected area with concessions under here. Very nice. Standing room only. Oh, no, there's benches on these. Or booths, or stools. Jeez. Then some laser ribbon built right into the home run fence here as well. I like the angled. It's a good way to do it. Oh, no, because you got the hill right up. I was going to say, you probably couldn't get the props close, but you got the grass pretty close. Nice work, sir. My last video, I showed one of my favorite minor league stadiums I ever saw. This is up there, too. Very nice indeed, sir. Very worthy of a stamp.
Everything looks nice, lit up. That could be a thumbnail. I like how we put those buildings around, too, to face it off and give the stadium a lit-up look from the outside. That's our thumbnail right there. Boom. Shays, 25. Great stadium. Okay, let's head out west. We have San Francisco Bay Grounds, or the SF Bay Grounds. Has an altitude of 4,127 feet, built in 2029. Now, I thought this creator looked familiar, Me32699. But I looked through his vault, and while he has some great, at least thumbnails, I couldn't find any stadiums that I remember showcasing. So I'm guessing he's new to Studio 44. If he's not, he hasn't shown many. And, sir, I apologize if you have. I see a canoe. I see 5 canoes. Okay. We have canoes. There's the bridge. It looks like it's well lit. Wow, he's got buildings way the hell back there. And there's planes coming in and boats, ships, cargo ships. More little cities in the back that look like they will be lit up at night. Shoreline buildings as well with laser ribbon on them. Holy crap. This is fun. A lot of fun stuff in here. Getting to the stadium itself, it's kind of like Hurry Up and Wait in that, like, there's so much space out here and over here, and then all the fun stuff is, like, congested to right here. Does that make sense? But it looks like he blended the ramp around right into the wiffle ball field. Cool. Of the multiple layers of the wiffle ball field. Great ideas. Yeah, put together in a very unique way. Hit it here sign over this little covered picnic seating area. The grill over here. Yeah, you're going to be hitting splash shots, more canoes. You got an island deck out here. That's fun. You're going to be hitting balls onto that. That's a cool idea. There's the Ferris wheel. Is that what they call that? Or is there another name for them? No, they call it a Ferris wheel. I feel like there's another name for this thing. What is it called? I can't think of it. Interesting seating as well. With one main field level section and then like half of a second deck that turns into luxury seating down the first base line. You got the curved glass window on top of each other, facing out into the bay. Cool. Parking garage. Okay. Yeah. Some of the stadiums that he has in there look really cool based on the thumbnail. So it had me thinking maybe he just saved them himself and he uploaded them. Because if they're his, I would imagine he would want to send those in too. They look great. Is this supposed to be Alcatraz? Yeah, there's the Golden Gate Bridge, right? They said it's San Francisco. Let's turn that light switch on. Built in 2009. That's not when San Francisco Stadium came out, right? Wasn't it like 2000, 2001? Or was that Comerica? I don't know. Very fun ideas in here. I dig it. The city looks cool in the background, all lit up. I'm guessing that's supposed to be San Francisco. I've never been out there. I gotta do it. I gotta stamp it. It's very unique. I like the island deck. You know, Alcatraz out here. I think it's cool. Me32699. Again, the name does sound familiar. Maybe I'm thinking of MT Green 23. I don't know. I could have swore we got a stadium from you before, but like I said, your vault wasn't ringing any bells, and some of those thumbnails look really cool. So if any of those are yours, please fill out another form, send them my way. I'd love to share them with everyone. Thank you, sir. We have another stadium by the bay. This is Bayside Park.
This time we're on the East Coast. We're in Miami, Florida. Max altitude, built in 2026. Supposed to be a new home for the Marlins, created by Jude 3 Cardinal. Definitely has a dome look. This looks great. Waterfall coming in to give you this big pool and the pirate ship in the middle. Fun. Hit it here. You got the Bayside Hotel. Nice. Perfect building to host the scoreboard. I'm guessing using 2 of them, right? Yep. Oh, okay. He hid the rest of it underneath the hotel. Okay. And this is, I'm guessing, the roof that closes up. Very quirky home run fence. And a great concourse that kind of goes all the way and around behind. You got the home and away bullpens. Fun. Concession stands built right into this concourse. Welcome to Bayside Park. Excellent. Steps going every which way to get you to the game. There's the party deck. Very nice. Around and behind. 2 levels of luxury seating. Or the suites, whatever you want to call them. Cool little area outside left field. Here's looking very nice. Little parking lot. There's the entry gate. Using the Hall of Fame sign for windows, I'm guessing. Very cool concept. Bayside Hotel. Guessing the scoreboard you were used to kind of close off. Yep. All right. That's going to be fun, hitting balls in there. Man, I can't possibly keep up with all the... I want to play in all of them so badly. I keep wanting to make a sound effect, even though I know I already have it. I like this. You got the 3 little balconies out here. Oh, okay. All right. Using this same building. Great work. Very fun ideas in here. Very clean still, too. That building hosting the scoreboard is phenomenal with the bleachers right in front. Is it Jose Fernandez? Is that his name? The pitcher who died in the boating accident? And Jackie Robinson out here. Something Fernandez? Ugh, I feel terrible. I don't want to disrespect anybody. Jose Fernandez, yeah, okay. He was nasty, right? He was really good. And then was it D. Gordon hit the home run and was like sobbing afterwards? Ugh. Great work, Shays. Great work, Jude 3 Cardinal. Man. That's a Stadium of the Year candidate, too. Got the stamp. That could be a thumbnail. Great job, sir. Thanks for sending it my way. I bet people are raving about this in the comments right now. Okay, let's head out to Roswell, New Mexico, where we have the Mothership. This stadium is at an altitude of 3,750 feet, built in the year 3000. Yeesh. Comes to us from Lemur F. Baby. Seems like it's been a while. It's always good to have a stadium from him. Okay, we got an alien up on top of what looks like it could be a ship of some sort hosting the scoreboard. Speedway signs on either side of the scoreboard. Oh, look at this. Bullpens right behind the batter's eye. That's new. I mean, he always does custom bullpens, but I don't think I've ever seen one behind the batter's eye before. That's a pretty interesting concept. There's some water jugs. Keep the guys hydrated. Can you get under here? Nope. Not back here. What about over meow? Nope. This is definitely a lemur F-Baby trait. Fencing in some seats. In this case, we have some bleachers that kind of curl around. And it almost looks like it could be the netting. I'm surprised that seems like that should be a prop. Because all the stadiums have, even the minor league stadiums have the netting to protect these people. It's crazy. I'm guessing nothing going on in here as well. Very compact, very clean, very closed off, like most of Lemur F-Baby stadiums. On the outside, looks like it's faced off with that scoreboard. Very cool. Wind's blowing my green screen around, making sure the wrinkles don't show up. I've mentioned it before. It gets so hot in here. I create this little fort. The overhead lights right here. Then TV, Xbox, computers, monitors. Not Xbox, PlayStation. I owned an Xbox once. I bought an Xbox, I think it was 360. Is that the one that was out with the PlayStation 3? Because I was obsessed with Grand Theft Auto 5. And I was playing it with my nephews and my brother. I was playing online on the PlayStation. But my brother-in-law, who was living with us at the time, had a Xbox. So I found one used. Oh, I didn't notice this. Okay. That's cool. It's beamed up over there. And over here. So that little, there it is. Okay. That's fun. You go back there and you get beamed up. Okay, now these are the pinwheels. Okay, they're lighting up from underneath. But anyway, I got the Xbox 360 just to play with my brother and his friends, or my brother-in-law and his friends. Very fun. Definitely looks like it could be a dome type stadium. Now what? Oh, okay, you got scoreboards pinched together. Oh, and I didn't notice these either. Okay, so there's lights all the way around up top here from UFOs. Cool concept. Lemur F-Baby, fun idea. I like it, buddy. Nice work. I think we have another one from him in the queue that we'll save for the next video. From one Red Sox fan who makes great stadiums to another, we have Bo Tiger back in Studio 44 with Belk Park. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina, has an altitude of 751 feet, built in 2024, and I'm already digging the vibes from this wall. I'm guessing that kind of hosts the concourse. Yes, using the concrete with this as a base is a great idea, great look. I've said it before. I built Hollywood Hills Stadium. It was supposed to be all bougie, and I used all marble because I thought marble was like expensive and bougie, but it just made it look bland. It was all white, so mixing in the colors looks great. And you saw a version of that in that last stadium from Jason with the brick and then the mixture. So, yeah, great stadium. I love this bleacher section. Custom stairs over here. Little kiosk up here and chicken kebabs over here. Nice little flowers in the corner. That's a fun target to try to blast them into those plants. Or you try to blast them into these, even better. People hanging out on this concourse and up on this building. San Diego Studio sign rests right there. Awesome scoreboard with the Speedway sign on the light right next to it. This concourse goes, oh, look what he did here. He hid the... Oh, Bo Tiger. Oh, That's a great idea. Having the concourse hide the rest of the seats and then continuing the seats up to the concourse. Love it. Hey, Bar 44 and Stadium Center right below it. Ugh. He said it in premiere. I can't believe you guys think to throw a little nod to us in your stadiums. It's so awesome. Thank you so much. I love this Hall of Fame section out here, too. Roped off. A bunch of statues. Dude is robbing a home run. Outstanding. The ice cream building up top. Trying to hit homers there. Definitely a fun target. Belk Park. There it is. Pretty standard around and behind, but you do have that extra added layer of luxury seating or the luxury suites. Beautiful view from the sky. Hey, we have canoes. This reminds me of George Steinbrenner Field. They have like this little pond out in left field. It would be over here. This one's in center field, obviously, but this looks great back here. The hospital in the hills and the little pond. Parking garages and water tower. Nice job, Bo Tiger. Let me get my stamp ready. One of my favorites of yours. I dig it big time. Signs on top of this building where people are hanging out. This all looks great. Bar 44. We'll flip that light switch again real quick. Quirky dimensions, well deserving of that stamp. Bo Tiger is a legend. Nice work, sir. Rolling on with stadiums from more fantastic creators, we have Hogar del Béisbol in Mexico City, Mexico. Altitude of 3,500 feet, built in 2024 by Sandman Dan. Says this is designed to be a Mexican League stadium. Definitely get Mexico vibes back here. I've never been. Well, I guess I was. I mean, on the cruise, we went to a couple stops. Costa de Mayo. Costa de Mayo. I can't remember the other name of the stop. One was on inland Mexico, but one was an island off of Mexico. Got the Corona Lounge. Down the line, tacos. All right. Concessions underneath, getting beamed up. Okay. Now, what is this thing? Oh, it's turnstiles on top of each other. Is that supposed to be an 8? Or is it like a door to get in? Okay, looks like it could be a door. And like the blue is like blocking you from getting in. Okay, that's my guess. Got the home run deck in foul territory, hosting some people hanging out. And then bleachers in front of that. Cool look. Spinning it around, it looks nice. Concession stands underneath. Cool little broadcast booth. Custom-made broadcast booth. Concessions down the line as well. And then there's a scoreboard in the corner. Fun little concourse down the left field corner. Looks good behind the home run fence and left. Nice concourse behind the batter's eye as well with the scoreboard walk right in front of the scoreboard. Cool idea. Here's the futuristic roof. Entrance to the stadium out here in the corner. Okay, I guess we got to take a look at this whole thing. Waterfalls and stairs. Using the modem to close the stadium off. Kind of a custom roof behind home plate, too. What's the thing sticking up? Is that the one of the clock tower thingies? Oh no, it's one of the futuristic props. Okay, where you had the. Now, are aliens like famous for visiting Mexico, or did you just want to use this? This building does look cool over here. You got the UFO stacked in there too for lighting. Let's see the lighting. Looks good. If we pull back too much, it'll look dark because that roof just does that. Oh, I see. Okay, the roof is for like the entryway. Okay. Yeah, great little stadium, Dan. Very nice indeed, sir. Hogar del Baseball, home of baseball, I think you said it means. Yep, home of baseball. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it. Heading back out California way with Suncoast Stadium. It's in Coastal City, California. Has an altitude of 25 feet. Built in 2024. Comes to us from Young Gun 1417. Now, this is a good place to bring up anomalies again. In the last video I premiered, I had someone in the comments hear me either talking about them or typing out anomalies in the comments, in the premiere comments, and he didn't know what they were. So I feel like I should try to bring this up again every so often. An anomaly is way back in the day. It was used mostly in 23, although I noticed it as early as the very first version of Stadium Creator. People found a way, or somebody found a way, to use batter's eyes as a regular prop. You can move them around and place them wherever you want, and unlike most props, the field did not matter. You could put it there and play a game, and it's right there. The problem was people started putting them on the field as a joke, and it would ruin online games. So finally, SDS had to nip them in the bud. Now, like this stadium, if it's partially covering or behind the real batter's eye, you still can use usually one, maybe two or three, but you have to start with a park that has them. And Sewell 21 created a stadium called Start Here Park with a bunch of anomalies all over the place, so you could use them, change them, and then you can copy them just like regular props and use them over and over again. But again, usually now after they've patched things up, you can only get away with one or two. But okay, now that I've babbled on about that, he's obviously using the San Francisco batter's eye anomaly as a host to like a party area behind the real batter's eye, and you got a cool pool out here with a fountain, a fantastic deck, another scoreboard area with another anomaly. Now I wonder if these show up in a game. Now, Young Gun, do you play games in your stadiums? The scoreboard's on top of the thing, because if you don't play the stadiums, it doesn't matter because they'll show up. That's the other thing about anomalies. If you create your stadiums just to be looked at or just for the heck of it, then yeah, you can put anomalies anywhere you want, and they'll still show up. It's only if you get into a home run derby or any kind of game mode that they will disappear. Pretty standard around and behind the home run fences, although the corner looks fantastic using the holograms again. Or what do they call these things? The rings? Neon rings, okay. Hosts a lighthouse, and people are hanging out inside the lighthouse, or, well, yeah, I guess they had to get inside to get up here. But they're inside this little Hall of Fame circle, too. Cool. Pretty standard around and behind. Bunch of flags. The old school roof. Oh, I like this window section. Now, this is another anomaly. This one you can actually get pretty easily. This is the home run fence windows, you know, that you get right here. The windows. Someone found a way, if you just do a search.
they show up still, so you can use them as a fence. So you don't necessarily need an anomaly for that, or you don't need it to start with a stadium with that anomaly to find these. So I think that's how they first found the batter's eye glitch. But I don't think you can search batter's eye anymore and find them in there. But yeah, this whole area that's windowed in, and I like how it has the sharp turn in also. That whole little area is kind of enclosed. Fantastic. So yeah, you're going to be trying to hit balls up here. How deep is this? 299. So not too far. So you might be able to reach up here. Oh, and then he used the windows as a railing too. Are they expensive? I don't know how expensive they are. I would use them more if I knew if they're expensive or not. But I usually end up going with the one with the square posts between railings. Each light has their own sign. That looks cool. Oh, this is a good idea. To mix it up with the signs, just put the three together. That looks good. Young Gun 1417 is fantastic. And even though the stadium is pretty simple, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. I love that concourse out and left that's enclosed. I love the courtyard behind the batter's eye. Oh, I didn't see the whale up on top of the fan stairs thing either. That looks great. It's all right on the beach. I'll turn the lights on again. And then I think I gotta go stamp. Nice work, Young Gun 1417. I like it a lot. These plain outfields aren't usually my thing, but I mean, I guess you still have targets if this isn't too deep. 304. Yeah, you could still be hitting them off the scoreboard and off this thing and maybe over and out of the stadium. Yeah, I dig it. Young Gun 1417 with another beautiful stadium. Thanks, man. I dig it. Well, I ruined our streak of legends as we come back to Fountains Field in Kansas City, Missouri, with an altitude of 2,500 feet, built in 2024 by Peebs 212344. Yes, I made a lot of changes to the ballpark, so I wanted to showcase them. First and foremost, over in right field, I got rid of all the hotels and just use this guy again. I use this stadium so much because it has, basically a flat wall that you can use to close off the stadium. I wanted to keep the fountain idea alive, and I think I cleaned it up a little bit and made it look a little bit nicer. I was still able to get, creative with the luxury seating and the luxury concourse and stuff like that. I put an upper deck on top, closed it off with a roof. I mean, I pretty much just put the finishing touches on this today, watching the premiere of my last video with you guys. I kind of like this. I wish it was over in the home run area more, but oh well. The fountain, I went with Schmitty's idea, stacking the water on top of each other and getting rid of the little fountains, less to hide. So I like how that looked. I went with the window anomalies right here, so if you hit one off the window, it'll be a home run. But I like the idea of seeing the waterfall actually come down in the windows. I thought that looked cool. And then putting little observation decks. Well, what the heck is this thing? That doesn't need to be there, right? Yeah, I like how this area turned out. I brought everything in as well, so you can reach more stuff. And I have canoes. Got to follow my own rule, right? I added the lights just to kind of dial it up a little bit. I should probably put some down here, huh? How much memory do I have left? Over here, I dialed up this a little bit more. I thought if I put too many bleachers or anything like that, it would cheapen it up. Did I have the benches around this when I first showed it? I don't know if I did or not, but I like that. I think that looks cool to have the benches where people can sit and look at the fountain before or after the game.
This deck ended up reminding me of central parks that are in a bunch of Royal Caribbean bigger cruise ships. They have this, with a bunch of plants and flowers and stuff like that, and then there's restaurants, along the outside. So this ended up reminding me of that. So this is part one of like a cruise theme area of the ballpark. But I added the lights and the clock, and people are hanging out here, and I got the old school concession stands. I think deleting a bunch of stuff that went on over here and the fountains and stuff gave me a lot of extra memory. So I went through. And then in center field, I added the team store, put the scoreboard in, and I had to create a way to hold it up. So I built this thing and put the cell tower in. And then I changed up the building. I love that theater building, but it just didn't seem to fit with the rest of them. So I ended up going with this building. Now, this deck, I think, hosted the scoreboard before, right? So instead, I moved in these concessions that go all the way around, add some more lights. And again, I ran out of memory, but I have a roof also. Now, this is the second part that is cruise ship themed. There's a deck, a bar, that actually can go up and down between the central park of the ship and the main plaza area of the ship. It's like almost like a mall. It's like a hall in a mall if you've never been on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship before. But it moves up and down. So this ship can this part can all move up, and then it goes in the middle of this deck. And then you can get off that bar area and look out these windows to watch the games. Maybe it's too hot, too cold, or it's raining. But it'll also come down during nicer weather. And you can watch the game from here. There's a scoreboard right here they can check things out of because you can't see a lot of the field. But I thought that was a cool touch. It's a newer part of the stadium. And then over here, I just moved the seats over because I had that awkward part where it leaked into this building and I had to put a restaurant. So I just moved it over and then straightened things out over here, cleaned it up a little bit. I probably need an end cap right there. I don't know if I have enough memory for that. There we are, close enough for now. And I'm at 100%. Who knows if that'll save. So, yeah, those are the major changes to Fountains Field in Kansas City, Missouri. Oh, also these guys. I used to have the building with the two circular structures. Instead of that, to hide the green of the museum, I put these guys on top. And I added another museum, I think, just to kind of clean things up out here. So if you look out in front, I think it looks a little bit nicer despite the waterfall or the water slide peeking out. But oh well. Oh, and I created this entrance, this covered entrance with the steps right next to the fountain that falls onto the field area. What do you think? Is this better than the original? I don't know if you remember the original or not. Had a lot more rocks. I liked the less rocks. I think that looks cool. I think that looks better. I don't know. I've never been good with the nature stuff. This doesn't look right. Yeah, it should be like that. I don't know. Did they delete props on me? All right, let's see if they'll let me save it. Nope, too much memory. But, yeah, there it is. What do you guys think? Is it better? Not that you remember the other one too bad, or too well, but I think it looks great. I'm going to call this one a wrap. I have another new one that I'm working on that I think I'm going to try to mix in with another stadium creator who done it and see if you can tell which one is mine. All right, for this next stadium, I was told in the notes I have to make sure I'm recording when I see the thumbnail. I'm guessing some cool things are shown. Now, I have to be honest, Murph, I saw a teeny tiny bit of the stadium last night when Sewell showcased it live. When I realized I should probably record a live reaction to it, I ducked out of there and came back when I thought it was safe. So here it is, Stadium 44 Hall of Fame Field. Now, it's funny that you call this Hall of Fame Field because in the old house at the old wiffle ball field that I had in the backyard, which you can see a video of right here in Studio 44, I had a deck that was part of the home run fence. And off that deck, for whatever reason, they put, I think it's because of the Annie-M doors, the basement doors, they put the deck off a bedroom instead of the dining area. So there's a sliding glass door off a bedroom out into the deck. And that bedroom wasn't always occupied, so I would put a bunch of Yankee stuff in there, or some of my old video games. Like I would play like Super Nintendo and regular Nintendo games, even though we were in the PS3 era and stuff like that. And I had a hutch where I displayed like significant wiffle balls. I'll have to show some of them upstairs that I have still that were hit in K-Jack Field, the wiffle ball field that I had, and I called it the Hall of Fame room. So when we moved into this house, I labeled all that stuff HOF, for Hall of Fame room, that I was going to put in either Studio 44 or whatever, which that's where most of it is right now in the old Studio 44. But when my mom was helping me unpack, she came across the Hall of Fame box and said, "What does HOF stand for? House of Fun?" So now, like, our Wi-Fi is named House of Fun or HOF, and a bunch of our stuff, just kind of teasing my mom, because she thought Hall of Fame was for House of Fun, and we got a kick out of that. We thought it was funny. But here we go. Stadium 44. Okay, I definitely see some studio. I see that circular building that I see the net gear. Stadium Center Studios. All right, let's dive in. Oh, shit. Oh, Murphy, you asshole. Is that what you were talking about? I thought you wanted me to see. Oh, boy. Stadium 44 Hall of Fame Field, YouTubeville, USA, max altitude, built in 2024. Look at all this stuff. You got Club 44 out here. Oh, look, you're using the museum, but you have this building hiding the green, and then singers mixed in all over the place. Sewell's Blackjack Lounge. Okay. I'm always scared to try blackjack because don't people like get mad at you? Phil's Canoe Carousel. Oh, amazing. The RDL Hall of Fame. Okay. All right. But yeah, like if you don't make right moves, don't the people next to you get pissed at you, stuff like that. I would always like to give it a try, even though I know that's all in favor of the house. Here's Studio 44. Very fun. You got Stadium Center Studios right here. Ooh, I like mixing in the red with these windows. Okay. Murph, we're all good. Murph says he has his PlayStation back, so we can count on more stadiums from him, I'm sure. Mix in the colors of the home run fence. Cool idea. You got the Moonshot condos. Fantastic. Plaza or concourse deck, whatever you want to call it. Some dogs are hanging out in this little dog park area. Awesome. What does it say? Hot dogs. Oh, Murph. I mean, even your joke stadiums are freaking fantastic. Stadiums that inspire Hall of Fame. Okay. Man, do we have... Oh, that might be a project, fellas. Holy hell, could you imagine how hard that would be? Like, I would say even stamps. Like, a stamp doesn't guarantee you the Hall of Fame. Like, some of those stadiums that are, really, shown a lot and, tinkered with and, that stand the test of time. Stadiums that inspire Hall of Fame with canoes on top. That's a cool idea, using this sculpture to... Is it a sculpture or is it a fountain?
Well, marble art. Okay. Whoops, I left the canoe up there. Ah, now I grabbed the building. There it is. Yeah, that might be a project, fellas. We might have to get some stadiums together and like vote on whether they deserve the Hall of Fame or not. Or is it too early? Club 44 and Sewell's Blackjack Lounge in the same building. Fun. Great job, Murph. I love it. Is there, okay, there's steps built right into that building. Okay. Netgear Penthouse Towers. Oh, Murph. You kill me, man. Oh, I didn't notice the bleachers on top of the Hall of Fame. The RDL Hall of Fame. Quirky Dimensions. Looks great lit up. Stadium Center headquarters up there, I see. See, with the doll. You found the perfect spot for it, didn't you? And then there's concessions underneath. See, I always wanted to do something like this for all my viewers, but I'm scared of leaving someone out and offending someone. There's so many of you guys. That's why I haven't done it. I mean, I've made obvious nods to Sewell before because, you know, we do this thing, the similar thing, and I wouldn't want to say we're partners, but we're kind of connected in a way in this little venture. That we give each other advice and we're texting back and forth for ideas, and you know, the April Fool's Day prank that he let me in on, and the you know, the collab video that we did together, and we're trying to think of a new one to do. Oh, I gotta look at the carousel better. I didn't really take a peek. Phil's Canoe Carousel. Just to be clear, okay, I don't really love canoes. It's all a joke, right? Keep it going. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're at where we're at with the canoes, though. The canoes are officially a thing. Like Schmitty, in the last premiere, Schmitty types, canoes don't belong in baseball stadiums, and I almost kicked his ass out of the chat. Get out of here. No more stadiums for you, Schmitty. But he meant to say canoes now belong in stadiums, because the whole joke is I was mad at an update that we got where we got things like canoes and road signs and all this other stuff before we get numbers that we can put on walls, retired numbers as a prop, bullpens off the field, stuff like that. It's like, really, canoes before that? So now it's just a big joke that I love. And I made a stadium that is just all canoes. I didn't even save it. I didn't upload it. It's gone forever. I showcased it in one video. It's just all water surrounding the stadium, and the canoes are up watching the baseball game. That's the whole stadium. So that's where the canoe joke is, if you're new to the channel. Figured I explained anomalies in this video. I might as well explain the canoe joke again. And I'll try to remember to reset myself, because I get mad. I was listening to the radio the other day, and they're talking about the One Direction guy who fell off the roof and died. And they just kept talking about how it was sad, this singer who was so young and he died. And they wouldn't reset it because I came in late. I missed the part where they said his name, and I wish they would have, you know, reset and said, in case you're just joining us, such and such. I'm sorry. I apologize. R.I.P., you know, dude. I don't remember his name. But the guy from One Direction who passed away a couple weeks ago. This looks great. I've spent a lot of time in here. I forgot about the helipad, too. That looks cool. Got the steps taking you down and the entrance into this building, into Stadium Center headquarters. Where was this one again? Oh, YouTubeville, USA. Okay. All right. I love what you did with this building, too. Turned it into one big Fan-freaking-tastic, Murph. Did I stamp it yet? I think it needs to be stamped. Give it another stamp. There's 3. Moonshot condos back there. What can I say? It's fantastic. I'm so flattered. I mean, Sewell just had a stadium, and everybody else with these canoe companies. And I mean, I guess I don't take the canoe companies as kind of a me thing because it's more of a joke on SDS. Like I said, the fact that they would make canoes a prop. First of all, it should be kayaks, right? It's usually kayaks you see in like San Francisco, people getting the home run balls, right, that go over the home run fence in right field and make it into McCovey's Cove, or McCovey Cove, right? Shouldn't it be kayaks over canoes? You know, so the fact that canoes are there before we have beams and pillars and smaller seats and bullpens that you can put in the right spot and numbers on the home run fences, yellow lines on the home run fences, you know, it's just a big joke to me. So I always took that as more of, you know, an SDS joke as a me thing. But you do run into, you know, 44s and stadium centers, so it's really flattering, guys. I don't know what to say. It's awesome. Thank you so much for all the love that you guys send to the channel. It really means a lot. I'm so glad that you guys get a kick out of this. I'm so glad that I'm not doing this for nothing, you know, because you guys seem to really enjoy it, and I'm very, very happy that the time I spend on this, even though I do love it, it's nice to know that the work is appreciated. So thank you again for all of it. Okay. Do you have more stadiums to send to me? Follow the Google form. Fill it out. Send it my way. I'll put it in the queue. I'll add it to the next video to be featured here in Studio 44. Check out the Studio 44 store if you want to contribute to the channel in another way. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. I've kind of hit a little bit of a lull. I'd like to get up to that 1,000 mark a little bit quicker than I currently am. So if you've watched the channel a lot and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much again for watching, and we'll see you all very soon.